Rogue is dangerous. I would not envy playing Rogue first round if you're anybody, that's for sure.
Well, Envy's not playing Rogue. It's Oxygen, so you guys are going to be totally fine. Game 1 starts now. Boys, it's all you.
I was going to say, I think a big question mark for Rogue fans last regional was Aqua. People felt like, and you know, for my own mark, it did feel like Aqua didn't look his best last regional, and it was more Taroko that looked like the best player on the pitch. And I think that could really make Rogue that scary team that you're talking about achieves. If Aqua and Taroko are on the right, get on the right wheels together, then that could be dangerous for any team that they face in this tournament.
Oh my goodness.
But there's LJ on the other side of the pitch.
Like this whole drive, he's inspired by Pashy 90 with the car, and how about just the full court dribble and the perfect cut into the back side of the ball to scoop it all the way to the back post as well. Man, that was smooth.
A nice start for LJ. And Toasty just gonna let that one pop up to the ceiling. Another Dominus main in a sea that's getting shallower and shallower in the RLCS as time goes on. Not a lot of Dominus mains left. It's Cash even switching over to Octane. He's retired the Dominus Chiefs, so.
That makes me sad.
I know.
Just because more people are seeing some real tangible benefit to extra challenge height on the wall and easier dribbles and, you know, general control and consistency doesn't mean it's a dead car, all right?
It might be dead. But Taroko gonna pop that over to Gyro, and a great redirect from Taroko to Gyro. Rogue tied up.
Really like seeing Gyro have a nice goal to open things up. A lot of people have been wondering what Gyro's plans are going forward. He's been on a lot of on-top teams, and it's kind of been a downtrend in terms of where he's been placing for a while now. So good to see him start popping off with a nice quality pass into the middle. Really keeping Rogue in the game here early on.
It does seem
did they give it back?
Oh, they do.
Yes.
He tried to find the read. Gimmick gets a sneaky double touch. That's a great kickoff as well. You see Aqua come up and pull off thinking he's going to have a better read, and he did, but he was just going too fast and ended up veering right by the back wall. Didn't quite have the read.
Yeah, needed that extra second to realize Gimmick already had him beat and tried to make the adjustment. No space, however, and Oxygen unwilling to relinquish the lead for long, but this is an interesting game 1. Not a lot of sustained offense. It's kind of just been poke it through one time and see what you can get by with, and LJ gonna showcase that to a T. They win a kickoff, win one challenge. It just skips off into the middle, and LJ's like, cool, Taroko's too far forward. That's an easy goal.
I think Gyro was hoping to get a pinch
forward
down the field, and instead it goes out, and he's thinking, wow, I got robbed. Just didn't have the approach to get it. And Rogue all of a sudden down by 2. Taroko 2 touches up, but it's going to be actually taken away by LJ. Again, both points about this team, number 8 and number 9, both teams are in position. If they make a deep run in this tournament, if they just one deep run will get them in a spot for the major. Envy are currently ahead of them, but if you're looking at any teams to overtake Envy in the standings, these are the 2 teams you're looking at to do that. So this is a very important first match for both of these squads, and they're firing. A lot of these shots just kind of going into the net. Taroko gets another.
But yeah, he's just chasing this one down, and LJ, not a bad catch to be honest, but Taroko reading the game brilliantly, really positioning well and understanding where that clear is headed, positions himself well. It's a nice pinch back towards the net before Toasty can react, and again, Rogue clawing back to within arm's length. Pass to Aqua, not quite over Gimmick's head, and Toasty not having to do anything off the backboard will let LJ come through. So I'm curious what you think, Jorby, with double elimination and in the format here for this split as it pertains to teams like Oxygen and Rogue. Because like they're teams that are right on the bubble, like could secure a major spot. And I noticed last time after watching Regional 1, the day 1, I was like, I forgot how stressful double elim is. And I don't know if that's a boon or a hindrance for teams on the bubble.
I do feel like it's a boon for teams on the bubble, because it's top teams that have to earn their salt, right, in those tough situations. So like, think about Rogue in the last regional. They took down NRG. They swept them. I mean, it happened here on this stream, and we both, it was Spaceman and I commentating that one. We were both just kind of surprised that Rogue had taken the fight so easily to NRG. But that's the kind of surprise that this kind of format can give you. Gimmick gets another pass out in front. Game 1 going Oxygen's way so far.
Really solid pass from Toasty off the wall here, and there's the benefit of the Dominus. The extra length just edges out the timing on that challenge, pokes it across for Gimmick. He'll slot it home, and they really don't want to let Rogue back into this one. Gotta be surprised at how easily a lot of these goals are going into the net. Gyro may have a chance to score this one.
Oh my gosh.
So close, but definitely a little too tight across the line.
Taroko and Aqua trying to prevent counterattack downfield, but LJ progresses over to Gimmick, back to Toasty, and has split the gap. They could not stop the transition. 5 goals for Oxygen in game 1.
I don't blame them for not being able to stop that. I don't know how you read that touch from Gimmick if you're on the backboard, and 2, if you're Aqua on the ground. Good luck trying to figure out exactly where the shot's coming from. That ball's moving way too quick, top to bottom, left to right. No chance. 3-5. I think game 1's chalked. I don't know how you work your way back 3 goals in a minute and a half.
Nice little pass between Gyro, Taroko, and Aqua goes for the catch. That's a beautiful play.
Yes.
Delivers the strike. Gyro scores. 4 players involved. There were only 3 players on the field.
3, 4, 5, and I believe 2 touches before the replay actually started. 7 straight touches for Rogue. Nets him a beautiful goal. But is it enough? That was a joy to watch, though.
We don't get a lot of passing plays like that, even between teams at this level. With the top teams, it's always just, supersonic challenge, air dribble challenge. Everything's a challenge. Every now and unless you're playing face, then you get the pass for free. But other than that, you don't get like pretty passing plays like that very often anymore. And that was a good idea from Aqua to catch it. So often players will just take that shot when they get that 3rd pass out. And you think, okay, we got to get rid of this ball. Somebody's going to challenge me. But Aqua, seeing the space that he had, it finally wakes up in this series. Rogue still down by 2, probably still looking towards game 2.
One more? Okay. Good stall from Gimmick, but I definitely agree with you. That's certainly not the mentality in terms of how you tend to approach offense these days. It's a lot more of the get the ball on the air dribble, maybe go for a cheeky air dribble bump or find some type of sick dig out of the corner towards the midfield with a demo and pass to Toasty. No chance.
Wow.
Oh, look at Aqua here in the net. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Your teammate gets beat on the challenge. It pinches across. You're on the near post. You gotta cover the net. And Toasty just hits this gentle poke over your shoulder into the corner. I mean, Aqua's dead to rights. That's tough.
Yeah. No chance again. They're just getting picked apart. I mean, even when there are defenders in net, last time Oxygen scored, there were 2 defenders. It was between Aqua and Gyro, and they couldn't get it done. Gyro had a missed touch earlier that led directly to a goal. A couple of the passes haven't really worked out for Rogue. It's been very broken on Rogue's side, and they still came up with 3 goals. Maybe a 4th here at the end. But Toroko's just going to pitch that one up, and Rogue are going to look to game 2. Let's be honest, Chiefs. Game 1 was ugly. Not the prettiest gameplay from Rogue, but Oxygen took full advantage of that. Good passing, good 50s, good all around for game 1.
Yeah, I had like a zillion goals in the first like 2 minutes, and it's just like, okay, everybody, let's sort the defense out. One team figured it out. It was Oxygen. Rogue needed a little bit more time to get set there, and I think it's not too much of a big adjustment they need to make. There's that really nice passing play from Rogue. It was pretty. Unfortunately, not enough to get the job done in game 1, but every now and again, that's the brilliance that is possible. But if Rogue really just start getting out in front of those challenges, a more proactive defense, just a little bit, I think they stopped some of those goals that they allowed there in game 1. And I don't think game 2 is going to be anywhere near as easy, F.
Well, I mean, at least they're awake. Like, I can tell you that much. Looking across the league, everything else is like 1-2 goal games here. Yeah, we got almost 10 goals all together. So everybody running for it for sure. I mean, everything here starting out, it's too early for me to give you any updates. Visit our team streams for sure. But once we get into the nitty gritty, I'll toss you out some updates. But for me, watching this Rogue Oxygen matchup, this has been, I put my feet up. I'm enjoying. My mic is on during the match. I'm just listening to you guys. It's high action and I'm chilling.
F. You are allowed to chill. You have to be on all day. Jorby and I just have to go out here, throw the gas pedal down for 2 games. And then we.
You want the gas pedal?
Yeah, give me the gas, Jorby. Let's go.
Wait, is the gas really going to work well on Aquadome? I don't know.
That's true.
Look, I don't want to get into Rocket League lore at all, but I don't really know how they get all these fish down here. It looks like Atlantis down here. Anyways, Aqua, this is his map. So you think does he get the buff? Does he get home field advantage buff?
Everyone knows you hit the ball 10% harder when it's your home field.
So you're saying if I played on salty or if I played on sandy shores, as Oxygen get the goal here from Toasty, Chiefs.
This just kind of collapses here in the corner. Taroko, that's actually the right decision to go up there and try and take that one away. Just didn't quite get the read, and Gyro really kind of hamstrung in the net. Not really sure if he even has a good line to even take there. Really just needed his teammate to buy 1 or 2 seconds or at least change where the ball was headed. So tough break there for Rogue at the start again.
I don't really understand what's happening to Rogue's defense. Oxygen just keep finding these holes in front, and they're not able to command the pitch at all. Aqua's touch there, really weak out into AJ, was hoping for a better pass from Gyro. Taroko wins the 50 in midfield, but Gyro has to wait for Oxygen's touch. Toasty gets deleted on the play. Aqua tried the wave landing in the challenge, and it does kick the ball back over to Taroko. Gyro keep the push alive here for Rogue. This is looking okay. They're still looking for real pressure. Aqua dead play. He's got to give it back to Taroko.
That's a good idea, though. They do realize the best way forward is through ball possession. Unfortunately, gave it up here in the midfield for Gimmick. Off the backboard and gently into the net. Who came out of that Rogue goal? I thought they were going to have some type of challenge, but I don't know why. They just...
Gyro. Well, he just didn't respect Gimmick's control behind the ball. He jumped so early at that. And his launch angle, I think he just assumed that Gimmick was just going to drop that ball down, but he was very clearly still very much in control of that ball.
Rough start.
Tough break. Yeah.
And you go down, you kind of get blown out of the water a little bit earlier than you'd like. Thought you're in a good place if you're Rogue, battling back to even, down 1, keeping it within 1 after they keep scoring. And then you come out here in game 2 after you just give up 3 straight with no answers. You're down 2 already. This is a very, very tough situation to be in if you're Rogue. You don't really feel like your offense is clicking. Communication certainly seems a little bit off somewhere along the line.
You felt like you had something good to build off of the last regional, too. To start out like this against Oxygen, it's not a good sign for Rogue. They do have one more. I mean, they still have 3 minutes in this game to get it figured out. And even if they can't, they got one more game to really settle in and figure this game out. Aqua dropping it down. He's got the idea, got the 50, and finally they don't score. Aqua denied. He had no boost, couldn't have the power. Rogue gonna try again.
I do think if he had any amount of boost, he probably has enough mustard on it to get it through there. As Gyro, actually, I thought he was going to punt that up the pitch. Instead, goes straight sideways and goes for an aggressive demo. Now he's out of position, and now it's Oxygen with the power play. Look at Gimmick freeze out Taroko. That one's on the goal line, and thankfully Gyro was able to make it back in time. But you can see Rogue definitely willing to try and make some aggressive moves to give themselves extra space to work in, but they don't quite execute. They find themselves in the disadvantageous position. Taroko denied by LJ on the orange goal line.
So none of these touches are getting it done. Gyro got the 50. Aqua's ready for it, but Toasty. A simple touch out to LJ, a little musty on it, and Taroko puts it back over to the corner. Taroko also trying to clear the path for Gyro. Rogue's starting to grab the ball a little more often, but as soon as they get to those corners, it's impossible to get any offense going. Another flip up from Toasty. Gimmick losing his challenge, but LJ's right behind him. The follow-up's really clean here from Oxygen. Demo from LJ. The slowdown from Toasty. Gimmick's in the air. Saved by Gyro. Had to jump up for it the last second. Rogue got deleted on the play. Here's Gyro. Another chance at it on the turnaround. Aqua was expecting a different 50 and comes across. A lot of optimistic positioning here from Aqua. Keeps finding himself in the wrong spot as Gimmick flips this one up and Oxygen get out.
It's shadow defense there from Aqua as well, but again, this positioning from Rogue is really just get aggressive and see if you can make it work. It doesn't feel like they're really placing the ball where they want, more placing the ball where they can, and they're not even positioned to handle that particularly well. Taroko dropped into the middle. Great pressure in the net, but Gyro just doesn't have a shooting lane. Maybe Rogue could have got themselves back into it here, but time under a minute now. Again, not sure if there's quite enough firepower with that demo, but can Aqua do anything with it? Takes a nasty roll up the wall, and it's tragic.
Back over to the corner. LJ push the ball up to the ceiling. Rogue trying to work those corners, and it's taken away again, broken up. You saw Gyro dive in as that follow-up, and then completely lost the ball. LJ puts in another one. Oxygen will not break, and Rogue have no answer.
Strain, get crushed. Toasty absolutely obliterating the Rogue defender in the midfield there on that challenge. Goodbye, ball. Goodbye, game 2. Rogue gonna have to find some type of reverse sweep, or it is a very early entrance into the lower bracket.
You're the smart guy in this group of Chiefs. You tell me what's going on with Rogue. Like, why aren't these pushes working? They get midfield. They got the push, but then they just lose the 50, and then all of a sudden, look, the back end's wide open.
That's right. That's exactly it right there. Aqua just has to poke that ball across because they're positioned so aggressively, but they don't quite have the command of the ball when they're positioned that far forward to actually do anything with it. And so they end up just kind of having to dump this ball out into space and see if someone's had enough time to go grab boost and maybe get there in time, whereas Oxygen are just like, yeah, we're up 2. We're rotating deep back. Like, throw us the ball some more, please. Thank you. Like,
well, a chill 2-game
chill
lead. Yeah, for Oxygen. They have not had to work much at all in the series so far. It has been clean rotations, clean touches, and F-Dot a clean 2-0. What do you make of the series so far as we look at the Mobile 1 high performance replay?
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at Toasty coming up. I'm looking at a lot of what you guys were talking about in the early stages of the day, looking at Oxygen and seeing how all these players are able to step up now, and that's what they're doing, of course. But I'm also looking around the league real quick, and we've got some surprising results, so some in-the-middle results, right? We're 2 games in, and so the Sonics are 2 above complexity, which, this is sort of what we were thinking, but Xset's 2 above Space Station Gaming right now, which is a little bit of a surprise there.
What? Okay, all right, keep going.
Envy is 2 over Ghost Gaming right now. Reminder, in like a couple of weeks ago, Ghost was the team that took down
Smashing
Energy,
everybody.
Envy, and V1. Fun fact, Envy knocked out Ghost Gaming last time, so you got kind of this one more time. But Torrent just scored goal number 3. 3, 2, 1. Call it. Torrent is 2 above Energy right now.
What?
The General Energy are on match point versus Torrent HQ. Shout out my man's Wave Punk and Turtle who are calling that stuff. Kinsey, Zanil, and Magic Bear here. Where is it? Shots on goal. 6 shots out of Kinsey.
Oof.
And only one of them went. But that's the story of the tape, is that Torrent are able to shoot versus the General NRG. We'll see if they're able to take it, but we're back in a game here. Game number 3, Oxygen are leading 2-0 above Rogue. Jorby, take us away.
I wanted chaos today. North America, step it up. I mean, you got to close. So Xset, I'm not rooting for anybody in particular. I just want the chaos. Xset beating Space Station, that's chaos. Torrent beating Energy. If NRG go to the lower bracket this early, they might not even make this big major. That's crazy. Oxygen and Rogue, this is a big opportunity for both of these teams to inch up in the standings. If the top of North America is looking shaky, this is where the 8s and the 9s have the chance to finally take the next step, the next rung up the ladder. Oxygen are looking like they might do it. But Rogue, they need to find the urgency, the energy. They were the team last regional that beat NRG 3-0. Nobody anticipated Rogue playing as well as they did, even with Aqua not looking at his best. They haven't looked good at all in this series. They have to get something figured out as Gimmick, his shot saved by Gyro at the start.
Really liking the consistency of the approach from Gimmick to Roko. Huge save. Gyro needing to secure his boost there. And Rogue working out of a couple tight spots on defense. Fortunately, kind of having to give the ball away. Again, that aggressive positioning just puts them a step too far forward to actually make a solid play on the ball. And if Rogue, I just want to see him. Like, I like aggressive positioning. Like, watching Europe last week, I was like, geez, these guys positioned like madmen. But, like, they were positioned so perfectly that it still worked out. And here it looks like Rogue is trying to do the same thing, but they're just in the wrong spot. And so they're getting walked all over in the midfield a lot of the time.
That's the biggest difference, though, right? Like, with Rogue's positioning, it's been like Second Man has been positioning for where they want the challenge to go. They're just playing as if their teammate, their first man's going to win the challenge. But I think the major difference between like the European teams you're talking about is that those teams position to give themselves the most options. They don't pick an option and then hope for the best. They give themselves as many options as possible, and that's why their positioning looks so fast. Aqua has to stretch for that save. Gimmick gets in front of this. LJ freestyling in front of the box. Got the reset, got the dunk. He was not going to be stopped.
Oh, I didn't think he actually could get back to it. Yeah, he's got 100 right here, but look at how awkward he catches that. The instant flip reset and the perfect dunk. Well-controlled approach from LJ. That is quite the shot.
Look at LJ. LJ's feeling it. He feels the chaotic energy today.
Still got the shades of Pashy 90. I totally forgot that that's like a classic car design. The pink with blue wings, or the blue with pink wings. It's a timeless design at this point. And he's
looks
playing
even better
like
with
he
all the
deserves it.
updates the game has gotten too. Ooh, Gyro gets the demo, but can they actually put the ball on target? Aqua's up for it. Gimmick had a chance to get in front. Gyro just gets over him. No boost. Lets it drop to Taroko. Shot's good. And finally, Rogue tie it up.
Surprised Toasty couldn't reach this. I think he might have ran out of boost because he was up nice and early. He knew it was going to be a dangerous shot. Yeah, he's only got 7 right here when he gives it a leap. And that is just a few shy of actually making contact. Rogue going to battle back here in game 1. Good opportunity to try and start turning this series around.
Gimmick going to kick that ball hard as Taroko gets the catch. And Aqua speedy next to it. Gyro gets deleted on the play, but Aqua followed up his own touch, still behind the ball. Beats one defender. Ball skips out to Gyro, who has to pull back just a little bit. LJ coming to challenge him. He's going to win it. Oxygen killing Rogue's push. LJ's pass going to be denied. Gimmick didn't even get a chance to get up at it. Things settle down here for a moment as Gyro tries to push the ball forward.
Oh, my good aggressive bumps from Rogue. Not in time, though. Toasty and Gimmick able to recover, but Rogue definitely starting to push a little harder here. Definitely more put together. See if that translates to more shots on target.
Nice little roller here for Gyro. Tried to find the right side, or the left side, excuse me. He had no boost. Aqua coming up for this. Now Rogue are starting to get to some of these touches. They're not skipping away from their cars as often. And Oxygen aren't getting free passes. But the 50s is still a little bit of a struggle. I feel like Taroko's look solid. But that ball gets skipped out to the side. LJ racing. Gyro trying to beat him there. LJ's going to take away the boost. That leaves Gyro with 20 on the wall. LJ forces his way through 2, and Toasty will score.
He's so good. Toasty's sitting here at the top of the box thinking, yeah, this might be a pass. I'm going to get ready for it. And LJ, how did he get bumped? Recover enough to actually tip the ball off the backboard to beat the second guy. And it's got the pace to throw the third guy off the scent as well. And Toasty's like, this is the easiest goal I've ever scored.
He's gotten a lot of those today. LJ picking up another assist. I mean, you even look at the shot totals achieved. Rogue have 2 shots on net. LJ alone has 6.
He's having a good start, that's for sure.
High ball. Toasty's going to take it himself, and he gets the ball for free. Rogue down by 1, 30 seconds left, and they might be down by 2 unless they can get down the field. Gyro pushing this ball. Does he get the win against Gimmick? No, the ball just skips down. Aqua, next challenge. Got him against LJ, and it's in! It takes every challenge Rogue have in their pocket, but they finally get the game-tying goal.
Watching Toasty rotate back there, and he turned forward initially when he saw Gimmick go for the ball, thinking that maybe it was going to go forward. Unfortunately, his team lost it, and now he has to get frozen on the goal line so he doesn't get demoed. That gives Rogue just enough space to tie it up with 20 seconds left. See if they can work this one into a game 4.
Aqua. Hard touch off the back wall. 2 touches. Goal! Aqua takes matters into his own hands, and Rogue have a late lead.
Absolutely. Toasty just trying to play damage control there, but Aqua, ugh. I mean, you got to give him credit. That's a pretty spicy shot. Don't know if he really had any other options for where to put the ball, so dish it to himself. Put a great shot on target, force the defense to make a tough save. Can't stack up, and you got a late lead.
Now Rogue have to hang on to it. Gyro wins the touch against LJ. Toasty just trying to protect the ball. Maybe give Oxygen one last chance, but they won't get it. Rogue prevent the sweep and start a journey of their own, taking their first game in the series.
Battle back. Rogue, that's a nice start. This was a questionable game at best for a while there. I mean, we were talking about Rogue only 2 shots on target. And like LJ is absolutely dominating the challenge game over on the blue half, and then Rogue just go bang, bang, bang. We win. Everyone's kind of blinking like, why? How?
I mean, to me, like Taroko is holding this team together with like glue, paper clips, and the paper that
gummy worms
gave you like 3 years ago of homework that you found under your couch. Like, yeah, that's what's being held together on Rogue right now. Yeah, Aqua's double touch was really good, but I mean, like Taroko kept this series kept that scoreline from being like 3, 4, 5 to 2. F that. Thoughts?
Which is what allowed them to kind of stay in and get it going. And, because of that, we actually have a series. That seems to be the take across the league as well. We see Space Station winning, keeping themselves alive here versus XSET, and Complexity did the same thing going up against the Sonics. Now, Envy does complete the sweep. 2-1 in the last game above Ghost Gaming. So Ghost Gaming is going to sit down, as well as version 1 getting the sweep here. But my eyes, dude, I'm still staring. We are in overtime. Torrent versus the General NRG tied at 2. We're going to jump into game here with the Oxygen Rogue series, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to let you know who wins this NRG matchup without a doubt.
I'm pretty sure that are PK beating G2? Is it 2-1 in that series right now?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
You asked for chaos, but you've channeled
It's Friday the 13th. This is the perfect day. I'm so happy right now.
Look what you've done.
Happening? This is beautiful.
Oh, Soroka's going to score that. Oh, he got bumped to the ceiling. There's Aqua, and he can't quite turn it in. Rogue and Oxygen, we got to get back into it. We'll find out the rest of the league in a moment. But what a start. This is quite a first 40 seconds for Rogue. A lot of dangerous pushes over onto the orange half, and currently Oxygen kind of scrambling to control the ball a little bit.
Gyro gonna kick the ball hard again. Saw Taroko picking up a demo on the backside. And Aqua's gonna force the ball back over to, or he's gonna be forced back to his own corner. As Toasty falls back onto the ball, but Gyro sneaks underneath it. Rogue are having some early issues staying out of their own half, but Gyro barrels by AJ. Aqua's got no boost trying to follow him. Taroko trying to prevent the back end from getting blown apart as he puts the ball back over to his own corner.
Okay. Ooh, awkward here. And nice control from Aqua. I mean, that was going to be very scary for Rogue if they didn't figure out how they wanted to approach that defense there quickly. Could just feel kind of staring at it, and now they're going to be staring at their top left corner. Gyro's going to poke this one through.
Gyro, great first touch, and used all of his boost to beat Gimmick to that ball. Really just the speedier player. I don't think Gimmick was in the worst position to try to get to that ball, but Gyro just sped right by him to get the double. Excellent job. Oh, LJ sees Aqua. He's got him beat. Taroko's got the carry. Good protection by Taroko, and flips it out. That's been the thing that's really impressed me about Taroko. Even in this series, he's been able to do that, be that breakout for Rogue. But it's just been holding that in the orange half for Rogue that's been the hard part. This time, they've really started to stabilize, and they're starting to capitalize on those kind of breakouts through midfield. As Oxygen try to push forward again, they're starting to lose control of the series.
Ooh, and Taroko with space. Oh, LJ just able to get around the outside of the ball to tip it into the corner. Rogue, like you said, definitely pressing much harder, far more in control of the play. And that one, everybody misses. Taroko, I don't think he thought was actually going to have a free shot on net there. So he kind of overcooked it, and LJ on his lonesome just going to try and power through some Rogue defenders to try and actually get Oxygen in a consistent flow on offense. And even that's tough to have happen at the moment.
Toasty. Wow, good grab from Taroko again. Aqua missed the ball on the backboard. Gimmick got a free shot, and it was way too light. Toasty gonna keep the rebound clean. Taroko looking for a clear, no boost. LJ pushes it forward, but Rogue starting to grab possession, and a big dunk from Aqua to break them out. He's on a chase. He's got the boost. Scoops the ball away from Gimmick, looking for a pass the whole way back to Taroko, and just had to protect it against LJ. A broken play there for Rogue.
A really nice play from LJ. They're actually realizing Aqua kind of mishit it, was trying to back pass it. Not getting too dangerous. Aqua's trapped, has to go out the inside of his net, and huge save to keep LJ from tying things up as we get closer and closer to the final minute off the backboard. Toasty up early, and Aqua not able to turn it in.
Gimmick off the ball. Taroko trying to come in. LJ's behind it now. No boost for him. Gyro kicks it across, and Aqua dives in front of Toasty for the win. Gyro racing towards this one. He's not going to get that dunk. Now Gimmick off the side wall with control. Flips it over one. Gets bumped a hanger in front of the box. LJ gets deleted. Gyro's got a one-on-one the other way. 12 boost. And tried for the 50, but it's taken back to Aqua around the corner. LJ gets it over him. Rogue, big chance here on offense. Can they keep the pressure up? Gimmick's forced back up to the wall. Toasty lets it drop. Gyro back around to the corner. Gonna take his time against Toasty. Slips around him. Back over to Aqua. Slowed it down, and Gimmick's all over it, breaking up Rogue's assault.
Really like the ideas there, though, from Gyro in the corner. Buy a little extra time. Make sure your teammates are actually ready, just in case you do win a ball through the midfield. An insurance goal would have been huge, and nice job on Oxygen to stay poised. Not let anything slip by. Past a Gimmick, ripped off the backboard. Taroko can't get there. Gimmick's going for pressure. Everybody's in the net, and Oxygen can't convert on what looked like at least a quality chance, but they don't even put it on target.
Gyro is sped up on that back wall. There he is again, but he's got to wait. Actually, he's got no boost. Taroko flips right in. Aqua scoops the ball away from Gimmick. LJ crashes in front of him. Oxygen still can't get a goal. Gyro puts this one up high, forces Toasty to commit, and he does. Toasty even follows it up. Aqua, Taroko, wait. Taroko lob up to Gyro, cut off by Gimmick. Oxygen can't be on this half of the field right now if they want to send it to OT. LJ, another one, back to Gimmick. Back over to LJ, over to Taroko. Into the corner, he's not going to have the play. He gets deleted. Still a chance. Gimmick flips it up high. Toasty has to wait for Taroko, who keeps it high and away. LJ drops it straight down. Toasty's got the catch. Back over to LJ. Less than a second on the bounce. Aqua gets in front of it. LJ in reverse. Now pops it up. Does he still get a pass? He does. Back over to Gimmick. Gyro puts this one up. Taroko's on the back wall. LJ still gets a touch in. Rogue protect the 1-goal lead. We're going to game 5.
Oxygen just didn't have enough boost to actually try and make that happen. They were in a lot of good spots, but they just didn't have the way to get the ball towards the middle with any type of power. Rogue able to hold on there for dear life. They will bring this one all the way back into game 5. Bonkers.
Bubble one, high performance replay, whatever. F-Town, I want to know. I want to know.
Guys.
Tell me.
So the reason I didn't interrupt the game with an update is because we almost had the entire length of the game in OT. It did end at 5 minutes and 20 seconds of overtime.
Okay.
It's torrent. The general NRG got demoted to the lower level. I'm here for the chaos. Jordan, you asked, we receive, baby. This is what's going on, man. We have a game 5 right here on stream.
Man.
We have a game 5 with Knights and G2 as well. This is, Jorby, you started us off for something crazy. You asked for this.
This is your fault.
It feels like my birthday right now. Like I'm so happy right now. I know.
Happy birthday, Jorby.
NRG are clearly not happy. I'm sure Space Station aren't very happy. I'm sure G2 are like, wow, why are Pittsburgh Knights playing so well? They don't have Wellis on the field. I don't understand, right? Wellis' story is crazy, by the way. And this whole, do more. Just keep it going. I feel like don't tease me. Okay, complete it. PK, win your game against G2, please. Exit, win your game against Space Station, please. I want all chaos, please. All the qualified teams. I want them to take out all the teams that were here already. All right, incumbency, boring. All right, parity, boring. I don't want to know who's gonna win. I don't want to know.
Last update before we hit Champions Field. Complexity completes the reverse sweep. And comes back against the Sonics, and they win their matchup as well. So 5 minutes on the clock. Let's see who wins. Rogue, Oxygen, all y'all.
Oh man, the day has gotten off to a raucous start. I mean, even this series achieves. It started out real shaky, but Rogue really came back into form, and Oxygen have struggled to get offense going. Taroko just misses it. Unfortunately, ball skipped a little high above his car, and he didn't have the boost.
I'm greedy. I want to see cool goals like that where you get bumped and you just have enough to actually string it together. But that's okay. I will be patient.
One on the 7-Eleven top 7.
We did, didn't we?
We did.
Okay.
It was beautiful. And chat voted for the free jump, so that makes you. You know, chat. That's a giant L. Honestly,
it's a giant L.
We'll get it next time. It's okay. Ooh, LJ winning that touch against Aqua. This LJ Aqua matchup. Really, most times I feel like has gone LJ's way in those 50s, but Gyro and Taroko pushing down the field. Aqua putting it up high. Didn't have many places to go. He had the entire net covered. And just did a good job protecting the ball. Back over to Gyro. Can't get the 50 against Gimmick. LJ trying to protect it. Extended stay here for Rogue on offense, but only a couple of quality opportunities, and they just got caught out. And somehow Aqua dives back for the save.
Our best tool for Rogue right now might be Gyro in the corner. Dude's tying Oxygen in knots over on that side of things, so give him the ball. He'll make something happen.
Toasty pushes that ball in again. I'm telling you, Chiefs, I can't hammer this home enough for people listening at home. Like, for these two teams, this kind of bracket means it's such a massive lift to your chances to make the spring major. And Oxygen know it. Toasty diving forward. They had two interesting challenges in front.
I mean, Taroko like kind of gets bumped, and Aqua's thinking Taroko's going to hit the ball, so he's coming full steam across his own goal line. And after seeing his teammate gets bumped, he's like, oh no, I have to actually try and make a play. And Oxygen is like, ha!
Oh, Gyro pops this one up. Really, the challenge popped it up, and Taroko's forced to put the ball back down. Still feel like Rogue, they've got the midfield presence to stop these transitions, but then it's always the follow-ups when it comes down to it, when they're down.
It was a tough first goal to allow as well if you're Rogue, to be honest. I mean, you really started to feel like you're stitching things back together, and then you give up a goal like that where you just know that you definitely could have made the play. You've just been a little more disciplined on your approach, and now you kind of have to see if Rogue get a little antsy and start stepping on each other's toes again like they did early on in the series, and it was costing them quite dearly.
Oh, LJ got a good skip, a good shot, but it's off the bar, and Taroko, whoa! That was crazy. Gimmick.
I just wanted to see the perfect bounce into the midfield for Rogue, and they score.
That would be the most Rogue goal ever.
Because, of course, you know.
Spaceman's mauling in the corner right now. Nice little flick out by LJ. But that's all he's really been able to get. He gets these hard touches out towards midfield. He might get the 50, but they haven't really gone his way. Look at this catch from LJ. Almost got bumped. Taroko right over him. Nothing really forming here yet for Oxygen. But LJ's actually got a great catch here underneath on the reset, and unfortunately just kind of lost control at the end. Gimmick flips in front for this one. Got the 50 against Gyro. Oxygen. And they can hang here with time as Gimmick gets the push. Didn't get the bump on the Aqua. Aqua looking for a way out now for Rogue. Finally breaks them out. Steals the boost, but can they get a shot on net? Aqua sets it up in front of the box. Taroko squeezes it into the corner.
Way to go and get it to Rocco. I mean, Aqua was just pressing and pressing and pressing as long as he could. And that little tip on the ball that stalls it against the sidewall there and just lets it slowly drop in front of the top corner. That's the tiniest window, and Taroko more than happy to try and jump all over it. Huge play for Rogue.
Chiefs, is a great conversation, but NewsDot has an update.
We got 90 seconds left in this tie game here in Game 5, but no more ties elsewhere. Xset in Game 5 takes down Space Station Gaming just like that.
Oh!
So I'm watching that one. Upset alert. Back to you guys.
It's a good day in North America. LJ trying to jump on that ball. Gimmick up there so fast. Taroko trying to scoop that ball up quickly. Now with purpose and 30 in the tank. Toasty takes the ball away. Aqua trying to dive in front, but the 50s are hard to come by for Rogue. Gimmick wins it clean. Beyond the midfield, across the box. Ooh, we'll push it back.
Okay, a big chance here for Oxygen to actually set up an extended stay here. See if they can pull that off. And wow, they both rotated so deep back. They let Rogue out for free. That's tough.
Oh, Gyro skips that ball upwards. Oxygen now in a position where they have to respond. Rogue in Game 5 are coming alive. The bouncer off the post, and there's Gyro with 19 seconds left. Rogue are gonna scrap their way out of this series.
It's just through everyone. LJ actually gets beat, and Toasty gets bumped. The last man in the net in Gimmick is like, guys, there were two people in front of me. I didn't think I'd have to make the play, so he can't defend the top of the net. And now it's Oxygen who are stretching with 16 here. The fake! Toasty misses! Gimmick is not able to muscle it through. Hard right turn from LJ. Poke towards the top. Rogue might just fend him off.
Oh, Gimmick's there. Got the pass from Toasty. Back again for Aqua. Gets a big clear. And Oxygen. Aqua! Does he do it? Wait, no, it's still in the air. There it is! Rogue reverse sweep Oxygen in the first round of the tournament. We've swerved, twisted, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of spins happening. I'm a little dizzy. Rogue take the victory in emphatic fashion. And the North America region today is absolutely crazy. I'm excited. Oxygen, they really had control of this series, but as I was saying earlier, Achieves, like, I felt like it was off the back of a lot of Rogue errors, and then as soon as Rogue clutched up and they got the 50s, they got the follow-ups, Oxygen's offense disappeared.